Every morning the sun rises as a symbol of life. It warms oceans, feeds forests, powers weather, and makes every breath possible. Without it, Earth would become a frozen grave. But hidden inside that same light is an uncomfortable truth. The star that gave us life will one day begin to destroy it. And when that day comes, it won't happen in a single explosion. It will happen slowly, relentlessly, and long before the sun actually dies, Earth will already be lost. The sun is an ordinary star by cosmic standards, but to us, it is everything. It holds the solar system together with gravity. It drives climate and seasons. Plants convert its light into energy. That energy moves through food chains and into every living creature. For over 4.5 billion years, the sun has remained stable enough for life to evolve. But stars are not eternal. They change over time, and the clock is already ticking. Most people imagine the danger begins billions of years from now. In reality, it has already started. As the sun ages, it slowly becomes brighter. This happens because hydrogen in its core is being converted into helium. Over time, changes in the core increase pressure and temperature, causing the sun to produce more energy. That means the sunlight reaching Earth gradually rises. Not tomorrow, not next year, but over immense stretches of time. Even a small increase becomes catastrophic. Scientists estimate that in roughly 1 billion years, the sun's brightness could trigger a runaway greenhouse effect on Earth. And that is when the real crisis begins. Imagine oceans beginning to evaporate, not overnight, but steadily. As temperatures climb, more water vapor enters the atmosphere. Water vapor traps heat, which raises temperatures further, causing even more evaporation. A vicious cycle. The skies grow thicker, the seas shrink, weather becomes violent and unstable. Eventually, rivers vanish, lakes disappear, coastlines retreat into dry scars. Earth would still exist, but it would no longer be the world we know. Life that depends on liquid water would face collapse. The planet that once overflowed with forests, coral reefs, and millions of species could become hostile to nearly everything alive today. Many people know the sun will one day become a red giant, expanding massively as it runs low on hydrogen fuel. That future is dramatic. The sun could swell large enough to engulf Mercury and Venus, and Earth's fate during that phase is uncertain but grim. But here's the key truth. We do not need to wait for the red giant stage for disaster. By the time the sun visibly transforms into a giant star, Earth may have been uninhabitable for hundreds of millions, or even billions of years. The final expansion is not the beginning of the end. It is the end of a process already underway. This story is not just about astronomy. It is about survival. If intelligent life wants to outlive its home star, it must eventually leave home. That means mastering long-term thinking, protecting knowledge, building technology that lasts, learning to live beyond one planet. The sun's timeline is vast, but the lesson is immediate. No world remains safe forever. Civilizations that endure may be the ones that prepare before crisis becomes visible. Right now, the sunlight on your skin feels gentle. The sunrise feels permanent, but permanence is often an illusion created by short human lifetimes. Stars are born, they evolve, they die, and planets live in the consequences. The same universe that creates beauty also writes endings, not out of cruelty, simply through physics. One day there will be a final age of oceans, a final forest, a final wild coastline touched by wind, and unless life learns to travel farther than the world that made it. Those final chapters will close here. The sun is not our enemy. It is a reminder. Everything that begins has a timeline. The real question is not whether Earth's future will change. It is whether we will change before it does. The star that gave us life will not shine forever, and one day survival may depend on what we do before the sky changes.